Okay, the last video, I think, in this whole rigging up the character part. What I want to do now is just kind of clean up some stuff. I've got a blend shape layer here. I've got the geometry layer. What the hell is this? Is this connected to anything? If I go and right click on it, select object, well, there's nothing on it, so I'm just going to go and delete that one. What about this one here? Select objects. Looks like an eyeball. That's probably should be on the geometry layer. I'm just going to delete this layer and see what happens. Okay, nothing happened. I think the eyeballs are now in the geo layer. And what's this one? Anything? No, right click, select objects, there's nothing there, so I'm just going to delete that one. And what's this one? Some kind of image, something like that, some kind of reference image I made, so I'm just going to delete that. Boop. And there's more of my reference images. I can just go in here and select the objects and delete them. Take that, delete it, and see, is there anything else? I'm just going to check the hypergraph, see if there's anything I left in here that's kind of funny. Okay, that looks to me like there's some junk. I made some cubes here. If I just go in here and hit Shift H, they'll show up. Those things are probably junk. I don't need that. Okay. And now that I have that layer on, and there's let's just go and minimize that. So I got this layer here. I'm just going to take this layer and I'm going to make some other things in here. Like, how about a layer just for my skeleton? Oops, and I forgot. I always typically put a layer thing at the end so I know what it is. Okay, and I'll hit save. Now my skeleton layer, then all I have to do is grab the skeleton and just go right click, add selected objects, and I can hide my skeleton whenever I want to. And let's see, what else do I got to do. Next thing I want is I want a layer here for crap. Let's deselect, and then when I hit this button here, I'll make a new layer. I'll put this down here a bit lower. I just middle click dragged it down. And this layer here, we're going to make a layer for my controllers. Controller layer. Okay, great. And then I can just take God and I can put that into my controller layer. And then I've got, you see, when I hide that, I've still got these, and actually this is a controller as well, so that should probably be in that layer. Add selected objects, great. Actually, I don't need to have this one here. Where is it? It's got an eye interest. Is there any kind of constraint on that? Just as it's going to follow the head around. Yeah, it's pairing constraint to the head, so okay, no big deal. It'll follow the head around. The other thing here is I also like to make a little layer here for things I don't want to touch. Okay, I just want them to be left alone. I don't want to accidentally select them. So I'm going to call this one Do Not Touch. Okay. And it's things like, if I put on the controller layer right now, you can see the IK handles. So I'm going to take the IK handles and I'm going to put them on the Do Not Touch, Add Selected Objects. I'm just going to make sure that's on reference and I can never select them. Turn the visibility off. Okay. And what else about this character here? Let's put the skeleton back on here. And I realized that I didn't actually go in, and after I parent all these things, I didn't do the arm. So I'm just going to take this and quickly see if I can fix this up. Take this thing and make a duplicate, and I'm just going to hold down V and I'll make sure it goes parallel with that. I just moved, when I was holding down V, I grabbed it just on this one axis here. And so this is called elbow control, and I'll make sure that one there is for the right. The other one there should be for the left. Okay. And then this thing here, I'm just going to take that, I'm going to make a quick duplicate, and I'll hold down V, and I'm going to pop that one here, and I could rotate it, I'm just going to scale it. And I'll freeze the transformations, kill the history, done. And that one there, let's just change the name of that quick. And because these things are already parented, these objects here, the elbow and the hand control are already parented to this, these ones here are automatically parented. So when I grab this and move it around, everything follows. Okay, and when I put the other IK handle in and all that stuff, I'll put it into the Do Not Touch layer. And let's see, do I want to push it one more step? If you want to get really clean in here, you know what, I'm going to leave, whatever, I'll show you. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll take all of this stuff and I could also organize it into a cleaner rig. If I take this, for instance, and I go and I make a group, and I call that group Skeleton Group. Okay, and then you can see that thing over here. And what the fuck was I just... Oh, what was I just typing in here? I don't know. Okay, let's call that Skeleton Group. And let's just take this God thing. Those are the controllers, and I'm going to call that Controller Group. Okay, and then I can go in here and this thing could actually just be down there. Actually, did I just change the name of God? I did. Smoking crack. Let's not change the name of the controller God here. I'm going to go in and group it. And the group should be named Controller Group. And that way I can parent the eye interest in there. Great. And then this thing here, that's my blend shape group. And if it belonged to an individual character, I might call it like the character's name, blend shape group or something like that, whatever. And then what's this? This is the geometry group, so I'm just going to go Control G and I'm going to group that. And I'll call this... Actually, do I already have something on there? It's called head group, so this is going to be the geo group. And with the geo group, there's the body as well. I'm going to middle click, parent that to there. So there's all my little groups, and if I take this one more step, I can go like this and group everything, and I can call this Master Group. That's my name of my new band, Master Group. And if I double click on it here, you'll see that it collapses everything into like one little hierarchy. I double click on it again and it starts to open this up. And this starts to make it work a little bit more like the outliner, because then if I want to look at just the blend shapes, I can double click on that. There they are. If I double click on it again, I can close it up. If I go to the skeleton, I want to look at something on the skeleton, right click, expand all, and I can look at all the little things on the skeleton, and then I can double click on it, it'll close up again. Anyway, it's just to kind of keep everything clean, and then if I want to go and export this out for any reason, if I go and I select the master group and I go File, Export, badoom, I can take it all out. Okay, and so that's pretty much it. After you get all the centering keys for the fingers and stuff like that done, and the feet, if that's what you want to do, because I'm leaving options open, because you don't need all these controls to do this. All you really need are the feet and the God thing, but you'll find everything gets easier if you do this other stuff. And so that's it. Done.